Stephen, first question is, how was Raoul on the golf course?
Oh, gentleman. It was just a pleasure to spend some time around the course with him. Played some good golf and some bad golf on the way, but great to be able to have some conversations on the way around and just hear from him and his family followed us around as well. Really, it was a really lovely afternoon.
Your time on the golf course will probably be coming to an end because it's about to get serious football-wise, isn't it? Is it quite good to be getting through the pre-season and seeing the League Cup games looming up?
Yeah, it's always good with the competitive games come around, the friendlies. You're just trying to make sure the players loads where you want it to be, trying to get obviously the tactical detail into the players at times, but sometimes it's a mixed group which makes it hard. But the main thing is the minutes and the load, and then building up into the season. So we've got our last friendly tomorrow, and then looking forward into the League Cup campaign.
What makes it difficult, of course, is players coming and players going. It always happens, and I guess the squad is in a state of flux probably at the moment, with a few more incomers to come.
Yeah, and that's why some of the friendlies can be a makeshift team, or you're looking at the younger ones to get minutes before they go out on loan, which has happened. So new players coming out, some leaving. So yeah, you're constantly kind of assessing what you have. Each game is coming along, making sure the training loads are in tail with going into the games, and just trying to look after who's kind of available to you. So we've done that. We've got a kind of few injured ones there, but hopefully not long term, and we can get everyone back together and looking strong for the League Cup going into the season games.
Yeah, Ben Dempsey's one of those ones who's injured, and of course you want him, you need him because he's central to everything the team does. What's the latest on his state of fitness?
Yeah, he's a player that we'll obviously miss, even just on the training ground, setting standards and leading the team as he did, last year. Performances were brilliant, 9 times out of 10. Trying to drive the team and lead by example out there. So he's been a big miss. We need to get him back as soon as possible. The injury again still a little bit longer term, one that he got in the summer. So we'll build him up and make sure we don't push him back too early, as we'd want to lose him for longer term. Season's a long season, as we all know, so we'll build him up and make sure he's ready for his comeback.
Anton's not quite ready, but he's certainly getting there, and that's going to be a massive boost, isn't it, when he's back on the pitch again? Yeah,
that's the aim, is to get the Anton back before his injury, because he was a main player for us. Performance levels were really high week in, week out. So again, he's another one that's a long-term injury, but we look to build him up and hopefully get back to the levels that he was setting before his injury.
Is it difficult to compare last season's squad and the one right now, because there are still a few pieces to go into the jigsaw puzzle?
Yeah, always. I think again we'll assess it as we go as well. New players bedding in. We obviously do our little bits of training and tactical stuff, but you learn a lot in the games as well. So the more games we can play and get the group together, we'll kind of constantly be assessing and adapting and reevaluating what we've done well and done wrong in games, and keep correcting that as we go. So the squad's looking good. We need to hopefully add a few more before the window ends, and put ourselves in the strongest position as possible.
And certainly experience-wise, there's a lot more there.
Yeah, we looked at that. With a relatively young squad over the course of the season compared to the league, we had to look at that kind of data, and it was something that we thought could have helped us in vital moments of the season, was that little bit of experience. So we brought in boys that know the league a little bit, of age, shall we say, that's going to help the younger ones, along the way in the difficult moments.
When you look back on last season and you look forward to the one coming up, is it fine margins? Because obviously 3/4 of the way through, the title was a serious prospect, and then it kind of tailed off a bit towards the end for maybe fairly obvious reasons. But sometimes the margins between finishing third and knocking on the door of the title itself can be quite close.
Yeah, I suppose it's always fine margins. You're not going to walk away with every game. So little moments within the season, within games, you need to go your way. They say it kind of evens itself out over the course of the season, but I'm a big believer in working hard and doing your job right, and then what will be will be. But if we can get the team and the squad in a good position where they're attacking their work and being ready for the games, then the results will follow that, hopefully.
Are you excited about the new campaign?
Yeah, always. I mean, you have your time off, and It always flies by quite quickly. But once you get your foot back in the door and you're running the pre-season, we're all looking forward to the competitive games coming around again.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.